Good afternoon, fellas. Ferocious Mgtow here. And I'm rolling. I'm in Iowa. What state is this? Hawkeye State. And I am on my way back to Chi-Town, the Windy City. I've already delivered my load. It was a short run. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a short run. And I've delivered already. It was a partial load. It was a smaller place. So that's why it only took an hour to offload, which was fast. And now I'm on my way back. So I said, let me turn the camera on, let you guys see. Big Bird is back in action. My Big Bird is back in action. I'm so glad, man. I'm so tired of sitting up in the hotel. I ain't know what to do. You know what I mean? I don't feel right unless I'm working, you know? But anyway, I digress. Let me come to y'all with a thoughts of today. I actually made one yesterday, but for whatever reason, it didn't turn out right. So I'm gonna just scrap that one and recreate the magic today. And what I want to talk about is ultimatums. Never let a woman give you an ultimatum, because this is one of the weapons that they use in their arsenal to try to rescue, or not rescue, but wrestle power away from the man. And what they're designed to do is give you a choice, right? And the choice is leave them alone or comply and do what they want you to do. Those are your choices. Either leave them alone or comply to their demands, which puts you in a situation that is not in the power position. Okay? So it's usually like, marry me or else. Have a baby with me or else. Do as I say or else. Say you love me or else. Allow us to cohabitate or else. And my philosophy is always pick the or else. Always pick the or else. I'm gonna say it one more time. Always pick the what else. Okay? Even if you're not RedPill and you're not Mgtow, if you just pick the or else, you will make the right decision every time. I'm almost guaranteed of that. I can guarantee you that you're gonna make the right choice for you just by having a default mechanism. But every time you hear ultimatum, just pick the or else, and you will pick 99% of the time correctly. Now let me give you a story. When I was back in college, I met a young lady, very smart, nice body, pretty, come from a good family. Her father was a chancellor of a university, and her mother was a college professor. So good, she come from good genes, good stock. She was martial arts, you know, she was into martial arts and fitness and working out, and she got straight A's. And just, you know, the picture perfect woman in my mind, at least back then. Yeah, I keep in mind this was over 25 years ago, or definitely over 20 years ago. And we were dating for about a year. I thought everything was fine. She cooked for me. I used to have a business. She used to help me in my business back then. And I went to her hometown. She's from the Carolinas. She wasn't from Chicagoland area. She's from the Carolinas, so I visited her hometown with her. I brought her up to Chicago, visited my hometown, my family. I visited her family down there in the Carolinas. And I thought everything was going good. And I had told her, like, yeah, you know, I'm interested in marrying you, but I want to finish college first, and I want to get my career going. And then, you know, we can talk about setting a date and all that. So initially she agreed with it, and I'm like, okay, great. You know, we ain't had no falling out about it, and the talk went pretty smooth in my mind, right? Then what changed the dynamic was a few of her friends, they were in the master's program, and they was all, you know, it's pretty much all graduating, but I was behind them. Because remember, I think she was 25 when I met her. I was 27, 28. You know, remember, I had just got out the penitentiary, and I went straight to university from the penitentiary. I'm sure I'm not the only guy that ever done that, but in my mind, I was the only guy that ever done that. Went straight from the penitentiary to university. And this is where I met her at. So I had quite a few years to do, and I didn't want to, you know, derail my academic, you know, progress by getting married. I wanted to get married, but I wanted to wait till I finished school. So she agreed. But then when she got around her little friends, all of them were married. So keep in mind, they was all in the master's program, the women and their husbands at the same school, and they were married already. So we was going over their house or whatever and playing board games and talking about future things that we wanted to do, and just, you know, just hanging out. And I think she got the marriage fever from them. They put the cables on her back, charged her up like a battery. Next thing I know, she sends me a letter. And I can't remember exactly what it said, but just paraphrasing. Basically it was saying, marry me this year or else. And I'm like, no, she didn't. Okay. So I took a few days to respond. And then she finally called me after about, I think, the third day. Now keep in mind, we were seeing each other every day, but when she gave me that letter, she knew that it probably going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Because ferocious Mgtow ain't no, you know, he ain't no pushover. So she gave me a couple of days, I guess, to think about it. So when she called me on that third day, she asked me, did I read the letter? And what was my, you know, my thoughts and my decision or whatever. And I told her, you know what, yeah, I read the letter several times, and I'm going to pick the what else. I'm going to pick the else. And she was like, so you don't want to get married? No. Matter of fact, I don't even want to be in a relationship with you no more. You know? And she was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, for real. And she was like, well, okay then. And she hung up, I hung up. You know, she wasn't okay with it. She was shocked that I was saying that and that I actually meant it. So about 2 weeks went by. Well, yeah, maybe something like that. 2 or 3 weeks went by, and I'm standing on the porch in my friend's property, which was a block from my property, my apartment, and that was about maybe 4 or 5 blocks from the campus, the main campus, right? And she lived like a block over from him, 2 blocks from me. So me and him on his stoop talking. She saw me when she was driving by. She bagged up, got out the car, came and gave me a hug, and basically was saying that she got offered a job opportunity in her hometown, and that she was looking for me to find out if I wanted her to take it or not. And I'm like, you know, who am I? I'm nobody. You can take it if you want to, you know. And she's like, well, you know, I didn't want to take it because, you know, if we get back together, I don't want to be in the Carolinas and you still in Illinois. How's that going to work? And I told her, I said, well, hey, don't factor me in. I'm a non-factor. If you won't take the job, take the job. You know? She's like, well, you know, what do you think? What do you think I should do? I'm like, hey, it's up to you. You know, it ain't up for me to make this decision. You know? She's like, well, you know, I feel that you should give me some advice because I did get a job offer right here in town. She got an offer to be a teacher right there in town. And she got offered to be a teacher in her hometown. And she was like, well, I would take the job here if you want me to stay, but you gotta let me know if you want me to stay. And I told her, no, you make up your mind which job you want to take. It ain't up for me to make up that decision for you. And she was like, you're no help. I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. So then she left frustrated, got in her car and left. So my buddy, because another one of my buddies pulled up as she was leaving. So all three of us are sitting there on his stoop talking. And they sitting there talking to me like, man, are you crazy? Why don't you see this girl, won't you? Won't you just take her back, man? I said, man, look, she messed up. You don't give me no ultimatum. I told you how I thought about marriage before we really even got really good with each other. She agreed, and then all of a sudden she gonna try to flip the script. No, ain't no flipping the script on me. I don't give a damn what she do. Okay? If she won't take that job in the Carolinas, then let her take it. And they was like, man, that ain't right, man. I was like, well, it's right in my mind. Both of them wanted me to simp out, go back to her, get her to take the job in that town, and then now she didn't. If I ask her to stay, then that means I gotta marry her, and then I'm going back on my word, on my initial word. I want her to do that. So I talked them out of, I'm like, I ain't doing it. They was like, I'm crazy. Woman that fine, woman that smart. She want to be with you, and man, you crazy. I'm like, well, y'all can think what y'all want to think, So she ended up taking a job in her hometown, which I figured she would, especially when she see I wasn't trying to take her back. And then she left after graduation. And 3 months later, I guess when she was starting the job, she called me and was like, basically asking me, do I think she made the right decision? I'm like, hey, it is what it is now. You in the Carolinas, I'm still in Illinois. I'm not leaving Illinois, point blank, period. If I'm ever down that way, I'll look you up, is what I told her. And of course, I never went down there, so that was the last I ever heard from her. Okay? And so basically I dodged the bullet. Now keep in mind, guys, now that I'm an owner-operator and I'm all over the country, I go to the Carolinas all the time. We got plenty of customers in the Carolinas. So I've been in her hometown at least 10 times since I've been driving truck. And I thought about looking her up, because she was bad as hell back in the day. But I figure now, if I'm 54, going on 55, she's got to be 50 now, 49, 50. So I said, you know what, let me just look her up and see what she looked like. So I remember her first and last name. I went on Facebook, typed it in, boom, she popped up, first person. Guys. I can't even begin to tell y'all what bullet I dodged. Dude, she was super thick back then. She had to be about 5'6", 5'7", 160 pounds. I mean, big breasts, flat stomach, because remember she was a workout queen. Big hips, big butt, flat, completely flat, iron board stomach. Dude, she had a bad body. And I knew she was super thick back then at 25. Now she's at 50. She didn't put on about 60 pounds. So now she's over 200. And she didn't get no taller. So now she's 200 plus, looking like somebody's grandmama. And I'm like, we don't even match. I'm older than her, but by them pictures, I look younger than she do, which is crazy. Especially when I shave. I got a little gray in my beard now, but when I shave, you can't see none of this gray. So, but it's just funny to me, man. Funny. Slow down. Speed limit changing right here. dodged a great big old bullet. That woman 200, she probably like 210, 215, something like that. She damn near the same weight as me. Now I weigh 235 and I'm 6'1". Okay? She gotta be almost 210 at 5'7". So I dodged a great big old bullet, you know what I mean? So that's why we gotta always choose the or else. Okay. Now another story. I used to have a little dyke girlfriend. I told y'all about her before. She's the anal queen. And when I met her, she was dating an older dude. Most women want sugar daddies, guys. In case y'all didn't know. Well, if they able to get them a sugar daddy, they'll keep him and then get a young guy on the side. So I was like the younger guy on the side, even though I was older than she was. The old guy was like, the sugar daddy was like 74 or something like that. Okay. She was 24 when I met her, and I might have been 37, 38, something like that. Okay. So now she got her money coming in, and she got her little beef, me being her little beefcake on the side. So she told me that I have to be her little side dude. So I'm like, hey, as long as I get to dig you out, shit, I don't mind sharing you with the 74-year-old. You know what I mean? So it is what it was. So okay, fine. But now, over time, me knocking her back out every chance I got. Okay. Because there wasn't no pressure on me, so I was able to be myself, and it allowed her to be herself. You know, she didn't have to try to manipulate me out of money, because the old man was giving her all his money. So she was just being a lover to me, and we got along fine. Went out to movies and plays and shows and just enjoyed ourselves. Go back to my place and just have fun, and we just had fun. We really didn't have that many arguments, you know. So then eventually, the old man ended up catching me over there one time, and then he cut her off when he got him another little sugar baby, right? So now she ain't got no money, and she know I ain't the type of dude to pay because I look too good. Even though I'm older, I'm not sugar daddy status as far as age-wise. So she went out and got a job, which was cool with me. But now that cut into me and her time, so we couldn't spend as much time together. So she started looking for another sugar daddy. She couldn't find one, so the job ended up laying her off. So when the job laid her off, one day she was over my house, and she was like, how about it if I just move in with you? So basically, instead of giving her money per se, let her move in, and now she can work something part-time or something like that or whatever, and I can basically pick up the rest. As far as food, I'm taking care of housing already, you know what I mean? But I told her no. And she was like, why? You wouldn't want all this? And she was pointing to her ass. You wouldn't want all this waiting for you when you come home from work every night? I'm like, yeah, of course I would. I would love to have all that waiting for me. You know what I mean? In your panties and your bra, you in here cooking, I would love it. I said, but the only problem is, you have a temper, and I have a temper. I said, eventually, we're going to blow up at each other, and I'll probably end up having to kill you in here because you think, because you 5'11", and I'm 6'1", you in your mind, you probably think you can take me. But I assure you, you can't. And whenever you try me, I'm going to show you, right, that you ain't no man just because you're tall, and you're taller than most dudes, because a lot of dudes she would pick would be shorter, and she'll end up punking them, grabbing them in their collar, and slapping them around, and they got that old, I don't hit women either, but if they put their hands on me, then I'll just lose my religion, you know what I mean? If I go to jail, then it is what it is. But I always try to pick the docile female, so I never get to that point. But she was one of them, dykes. And most dykes, they don't have a problem putting their hands on whatever woman they're dealing with. So even though a lot of them secretly sneak off and get them some pipe every now and then, that type. Like, she could dress up like a boy and look complete like a boy. She could take that boy stuff off and put on girl clothes and basically kill most women. Okay, her body was that bad. Okay, and I would make her dress like a woman when she was with me, and dudes would be like, man, when you get her at? You know what I mean? A couple places I took her, people was complimenting me on my girl, even though she was just my plaything. So because I wouldn't let her move in with me, you know, it was an implied ultimatum. Because I said no, now we went from 3 years of having great fun to now she don't want to call me. She don't want to pick up my call when I call her. And then 30 days of that went by. Then all of a sudden she tell me, well, I want to talk with you. I meet up with her. Come to find out she done met somebody else. And dude, in 30 days, has decided to let her move in with him. Now, I don't know. That's what she told me. Could have been she knew the guy longer than 30 days. She could have been dealing with him on the slide. Who knows? All I know is that's what she told me, and we're just gonna go with that. She said she met him 30 days. That's why she ain't been around. Dude really like her, and he's decided to let her move in. She ain't got no job, so she basically want to take this opportunity, but she won't know how I feel about it. So I told her, you know what? Dude sound like a really good dude, and it sounds like y'all are gonna be happy together. You know, I'm happy for you. You know. And then she was like, so you don't care? I'm like, yeah, I care about you, but ultimately, I told her, I care more about your happiness. So if you feel this dude is the one that's gonna make you happy, and go with it. You know, I've had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun together. We had a lot of great times. I enjoyed your company. And if you think this guy's gonna make you happy, then I'm behind you 100%. I'm not gonna cause some problems. You know, I'm not gonna be calling your phone if you don't want me to call you. And if you're gonna make it work with this dude, make it work with him. And I'm gonna just go on and bow out. That's what I told her. Boy, you know she couldn't stand to hear me say that, because ain't no man ever approached it that way probably toward her. And then she was looking like, really? I'm like, yeah, really. And I really meant that. So she was like, okay then. She left. Went off with dude. Of course, dude ended up being a straight up jackass. 30 days later, all of a sudden, out of the blue, she calling me from a strange number. I don't know why I picked up, but I did. Come to find out it was her. I just want to know, you know, if I could come by, I want to talk to you, tell you what's going on with me. I knew what that meant. I like, absolutely. So I picked her up at a neutral destination, got her back to the crib. I mean, I couldn't even get in the house good. She was like, go in there and take your shower, because I had worked all day. Come back in, I'm gonna give you some nice head. I'm like, shit. No problem. Went in there and, you know what I'm saying, put some old soap to these balls, and came right back out with just a towel on, man. Stood up in front of her. She took that towel off of me, and man, gave me world class. Do you hear me? World class WC head. And I'm sitting there like, wow. Then she was like, let me know when you get ready to nut. I'm like, all right. I'm about ready. She opened up her mouth and just let me just shoot it right in there. She swallowed my nut before, but she didn't really like doing that a lot. But I guess she felt like she had to make up, so she went on and you know, slurped it on down. And I was like, man, cool. And once she relaxed me, I sat back on the bed. And then she told me, you know, how dude was jerking her around and, you know, blah, 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 and this, that, and the other. I listened, you know what I mean? But it put me in a better position. I did not give up the power dynamic in the relationship, because I didn't let her manipulations get to me and let her force her way into moving in with me, because that probably would have been the worst thing that I could have ever done. You know what I mean? But, you know, once I got my head out of her and I took her back, that's pretty much the last. I've talked to her since, but I never could like reconnect with her, because either I had somebody or she had somebody when we tried to reconnect. You know what I mean? And in the time we were supposed to connect, I went home and took a shower and called myself going to lay down for a few hours so I could be well rested to go over there and, you know what I mean, break her damn back. I fell asleep and then wake back up, and then when I did call her like the next morning, she accused me of standing her up, and as a punishment, she vowed never to call me again. So I just let her go with it. I ain't even try to explain to her that I honestly fell asleep. So that's pretty much the last I've seen of her. But I don't care because I kept the power. I didn't let her manipulate me. Okay? And it gives you a greater sense of esteem when you're able to stop women in their manipulations, because most men succumb to their manipulations so easily, right? They basically flabbergasted when they meet a guy that's able to stop it, and able to stop it in such a way where it don't even seem like that's what I'm doing, but that was exactly what I was doing. And this was before I had ever heard of the RedPill or Mgtow or, you know, any of these terms. This was just instinction. I can't even talk. This was just instinct. Okay. Now I look back, that would be considered RedPill, Mgtow philosophy. Okay. Not succumbing to ultimatums. Okay. No matter how good the sex is, no matter how much world-class head I get, never give up your position of power in the relationship dynamic. Never give up your position of power. And throughout the whole interaction, throughout the relationship, women are looking to gain an upper hand and dethrone you of your power. And when they get to a point that they feel that they can't dethrone you, then they flee you and run to another guy who they can dominate. And that next guy that they run to, they usually dominate that guy totally and completely, because he can't stop her, and then she needs to gain superiority in her sense of worth, because me, you know, I have you know, make her question her abilities as a woman, you know. So now when she gets to that next guy, she gonna, you know, put it on him extra good and have him, you know, she gonna lead him around by his nose. Okay? Utterly, basically destroy the next guy she gets with. But that's on him if he want to simp out to her. So the moral of the story, guys, anytime a woman poses an ultimatum to you, always pick the or else. And if you do that, by just use that as a default mechanism, you will always come out ahead of their manipulations. Okay? Marry me or I'm moving to another state. Okay? Move to the other state. Like in the first story I told you. Now, if she was really serious, she would have said something different. I'll be back at you in a minute, guys. Alright, sorry about that. I had got a phone call, guys. But yeah, I love the fact that I know this now. Okay? Back then I did it out of instinct. But now I know to always reject the ultimatum. Okay? I don't care what it is. Okay? Buy me, co-sign for this car for me, baby. No. Because most women are not going to co-sign for a car for you. You know what I mean? Don't be buying women houses. Don't be doing none of that. Taking them on vacations. make them pay their fair share. And if they don't like it, then get gone. Go on vacation by yourself. You know, why should you take sand to the beach anyway? You know, so now I done got really good at spotting the ultimatums, even if it's not expressed verbally, even if it's just implied. I understand that that's what it means. But anytime you tell a woman no, and she wants something, she's gonna do her best to punish you. She's gonna do her best to punish you, and the only way she can punish you, well, there's two ways she's gonna try: either flirting or actually having sexual relations with another guy, or basically cutting you off. Those are the two ways that they punish you. Those are the only two ways that they can punish you. Okay? So in that case, when they take the sex away or they take it to some other dude, no sweat off your back. Go find, this gives you the opportunity, this gives you the room and the space and the freedom to go find another little nappy dugout to go get in. Okay? And it's, of course, it's going for the guys that's pumping and dumping and still have a relationship with women. It's not so much for the Mgtow monks. Okay? But anytime a woman trying to walk out your life and give you that ultimatum, help her step out of your life. Okay? And don't look back. And if she want to come back and you kind of miss the sex, or you like having sex with her, have sex with her again. That's what I did with the dyke chick. She walked out, realized that it wasn't that much greener on the other side. It was actually better with me, even though we wasn't boyfriend, girlfriend. And she came back to give me that world-class head. I accepted it and still didn't get back with her. I listened to her, her problems and what she was going through. Got my head, you know what I mean? Shot some G's down her throat. And took her, dropped her back off, came back home, fully relaxed. And had some really good sleep, okay? Didn't think nothing else of it. That's the position for us that we should be wanting to be in. We should want to be in that position, okay? And now I'm much better at doing it, okay? Because women are not going to stop playing games no matter how old they get, none of that. Now, the only time I realized that there wasn't really a lot of games is with virgins. I heard some guys in the comments be talking about, well, virgins, they turn into women that's, end up being, just like any other woman. Yeah, that's true. But when you first get them, if you get them young enough, they still naive. And you get a chance to imprint them. So they're less likely to be, gun-ho feminists when they're virgins. Now, once you get in there and, 400, 500, 600 times, you visit that nappy dugout, they might start craving something new. Okay, well, shit, you done been down in the nappy dugout 400, 500, 600 times. Well, hell, let her go on and get some other, some other penis from somebody else. Who cares? Okay, go find you another one. That's always been my philosophy. So I'm gonna always look for the virgin. Okay, yeah, I'm almost 60, but guess what? When I finally go to Africa, you better believe I'm gonna have me an 18-year-old virgin, or at least she only had one or two partners. She'll still be smelling like baby oil. You feel me? Hell, I can get 18-year-olds over here. I can get them in Africa. Maybe about, 4 summers ago? 5 summers ago? Yeah, 5 summers ago, I had an 18-year-old. You know what I mean? I'm driving through. I had my little old school. I had an old school box Chevy, 89. Broham on 26-inch rims. Just a toy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with me and having toys. Got my little toy. Didn't cost much to put together. Car I paid like $4,000. The rims I paid $2,000. Paid $1,000 to lift it up. Okay? Riding around, enjoying it. Drove past the bus stop, seen an 18-year-old. Got her attention. She got my attention. Went around the block. Got her phone number. Called her up. She told me come get her. Came and got her. Took her to get something to eat. Took her to the crib and bust her little 18-year-old ass down. I had to be what? 49? I kept her all weekend. Okay? Took her back home. I think I bust her out like 2-3 more times before she started begging for money. Okay? And then I just ghosted her. I'm ghosting 18-year-olds right here in America. You can imagine the kind of trouble I'm going to get into when I finally start making my transition overseas. You can just imagine the trouble I'm going to get in. Okay? And all I did to ghost her was when she started asking me for money, I told her how much you need. She told me, I think she said she needed $120 or something like that. I told her I was coming through with it and just never showed up. And every time she would call me, I would just hit the button for her to go to voicemail. Okay? It wasn't like I had sex with her that day or none of that. She just called me randomly out of the blue, said she needed some money. And I told her, okay, cool. I could probably have it on Friday. When Friday came, she blew my phone up and I just politely sent her the voicemail. She got the message and she never called me again. So what I paid like for 4 or 5 meals, you know, $7-8 on something to eat each time that I had her over the house. And I kid you not, she smelled like baby oil. Or baby lotion. Literally smelled like baby lotion. And I mean, I was digging for gold when I got down to that nappy dugout. So this is the thing, guys. We got to use our collective red pill knowledge to stay a step ahead of these women. Okay? Simple as that. But the moral of the story, guys, never, never, never let a woman give you an ultimatum. If she gives it to you, always take the what else and you'll be fine. Alright, so you guys can put some of you all's experience in ultimatums in the comment section so we can learn from what you all did. You guys can kind of grow, we can just grow our knowledge based off of the different scenarios on how they pose the questions and the ultimatums to us from different areas of the world. Okay, but okay, guys, I'm talk your ear off, so let me get off now. But I'm rolling. I'm back in Illinois, and I should be back in Chicago in about 2.5 hours. Yep, 2.5 hours. So, love you guys. Hope you guys are being safe. Hope you guys feeling strong. I hope everybody is being good stewards of your health, because nobody is going to make sure men are taking care of themselves but us. So I hope you are being good stewards of your health. And I will come back at you tomorrow with another video. I think I'm off tomorrow, so I'll probably ride around the city. I'll jump into Black Beauty and ride around the city if it's a nice enough day, and show y'all what's going on in the city nowadays that we're 11 weeks into the lockdown, house arrest. I don't want to call it quarantine no more. This is more like house arrest. Okay? But I love you guys. Peace and hair grease.